So I'm Dr. Kennedy Eweka and
I'm Dr. Felix Asabu.
Dr. Felix Abovo. So we are not medical doctors, we are artists. You know,
Academic doctors.
we are academic doctors. We are intellectuals. Somewhere last week, I went into a restaurant to eat, and I was asking them because I was having this sugar spike, you know, high glucose in the bloodstream, and it was affecting me adversely because I was on orthodox medicine using glucophytes, and the drugs was too strong for my system, and it wasn't, I wouldn't call it adverse effect. I was becoming even more dizzier than I was before, so and feeling very unbalanced. So I went to this restaurant, and I was complaining people have wheat or amala. I wanted to eat something that would have less carbohydrate. So I was complaining. They also gave me soup that was very salty. I ate it, and I was complaining. So somebody now said, "Excuse me, sir, have you heard of Osun? Osu or Mosu?" He said, "Or Mosu." I said, "No." He said, "Okay, say go to any of these our market, wherever they sell these native things, you know, these herbal things." He said, "Yes, in Benin we used to call it Owa Kemi Kemi." So I went to the particular shops, and I discovered that it was everywhere. So I bought one for 500 naira. So I bought more than enough. But the guy who told me, he said, "Man," he said, "try and use this thing." He said, "You will come back and thank me later." But I didn't want to argue with him, so I went home and did it exactly how he asked me to do. "Can you get me that knife?" Yes, so he said, both the fruit and the seed. And the back. I'm going to cut one, whichever one out of the two. But sometimes you mistake it for pear. It's not affogato pear. This is just a fruit, an independent fruit, different from affogato pear. It's also not orange, you know. So he said I should just cut it in smaller pieces and put them in a container, and pour water. Just put water. We will demonstrate it here for you for your benefit. And then take one shot, you know, in the morning. Take one shot in the morning and one shot in the evening for 7 days, you know. So I decided to try it out. The first shot in the morning proved very positive. I find out that I was a bit balanced then. But please, before we go on, you should not, please, you should not approach this herb or this fruit without having your glucose meter, without having your blood sugar glucose meter. This is affordable to buy. I bought this one on Jumia for about 6,500. Please, please, please have your glucose meter, because we as human beings have what we call the optimum level for this sugar level. You should not reduce it beyond that level. Well, for some of us, if it is 140, it's okay. If it's 120, it's okay. 130 to 110 is okay. But that is why I said it does not concern those people suffering from low sugar level that are already reading 77, 78, 69, 90. Please,
those people, they even need sugar. Please
don't go near this. Okay, should we say that if it is 100 mg, please stay away from this. We beg you. Don't come and say because I mention sugar. I'm only talking of those who have type 2 diabetes, not type 1. Please, people have enough insulin, who produce too much insulin to reduce sugar in their system, should not go near this. I think that is where it's spoken. So now I will want to open it in case if you have it in your local environment, so you know what it is. Can you come and cut it? But be careful, please. It's a bit hard.
I hope the knife is sharp enough.
Don't cut your handle.
Don't want to cut your handle.
See, it's a bit tough, eh? It's a bit tough. But if we're in the kitchen, you could use stick to heat it up to kind of help yourself.
No, it's cutting.
It's cutting it. Okay, good. Very good, beautiful. So let us now show them how it looks like. You can see this is not mango, please. This is not mango. It is also not pear. It's called osu in Benin. I don't know the English word, but probably maybe from this video you can do more research and check what the English or the botanical name. Botanical name. You see, this is how the seeds are. You can see it. It has seeds. It has seeds. So what we are going to do now, both seed and the skin are useful. You just cut them in pieces to size any container that you have. If it is Ragolis bottle or what I may be a big can, just cut them to size, and that will just be it. Can you now face it downward now? It's easier to now slice now at this stage.
You can remove this.
We can now, please permit me now to remove this. You can look at it very well, please. You know. So it's a kind of, don't cut your hand, because that is not what we want to achieve here. Is it that I should hold the
knife is not too sharp.
If we can just cut that one into two, that would just be enough for us to demonstrate this video. Okay. Good. So thank you. Then we can now further pieces it now, chop it into smaller bits. You know, we chop it into smaller bits. Cut into smaller bits. Do we still have enough time there? Or we are?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Cut it into smaller bits. No, don't taste it yet too, because do you know your sugar situation?
It's very sweet.
No, do you know your sugar level? No, don't go there.
No, it's a test. Doesn't it? Won't
No, but I mean to say that at least I don't want it because more research need to be done on this.
Even if this thing touches our tongue, she will spit it out.
Okay, good. No, it can be ripened, but it's always good to use the green one. But you can also use the ripe one if you see. So you put the chopped pieces inside your can, both the seed and all. You don't need to leave anything out. I've not tested it the way it is raw, but I feel that somebody who have you done it before?
I have, yes.
You know you have done it, and it's quite bitter,
Very,
very bitter, extremely bitter.
In fact, I do not see anything that is as bitter as this.
As this, okay, good.
Yes, vinegar.
You can't say, but have you ever taken vinegar? Do you know what vinegar
I've
is?
tasted vinegar. But this one is, the taste is
More biting.
than vinegar.
But it also have, apart from that, it tastes bitter. Its health implication on the user is enormous. It balances your metabolism and helps you to recover. So that a week ago, I wasn't myself since last year till now, but now you can see I'm very active. Thank you. And for those of you who are married, when you use it, you will know. I'm not talking of your married ones. So
You go and tell the stories.
you go and tell the story that at least, because when your sugar level is coming back to the optimal level, you will perform well now. Thank you. Now I can now finish off the pieces. But that is not part of what we are saying, though. Just aside.
No, it's one of those things.
No, it's just aside. But we are more particular about the reduction of the spike, and with no side effects. I'm not saying the orthodox drug was bad in a way, but I couldn't deal with the side effect of some of those drugs. That was the problem. Trying to reduce the sugar, then creating further complication became something I just didn't understand, because I was not getting ill by the day trying to deal with this one. You can eat, although you can eat anything. Once you eat anything, you feel that the spike is up, just take a little shot, it will neutralize it. That is the good part. Let's put it back inside this can. Get us 2 sachets of water there. Okay. Get us 2 sachets of water. Okay, that just.
No, to pour.
I will guide it with my hand. Because I'm actually going to take this one and mix it now. So, now that we have it here, you just pour water slightly to cover it. You can burst the water and, you know, pour slightly to cover it. Oh, very, very good. Very, very good. This is just excellent. You know, you just pour water slightly to cover it, to just cover it. And that will be it. And what you need to do is, because I've eaten about a few minutes ago, I wouldn't want to take it now. Because if I take it now, I'll feel...
No, normally you leave this thing for...
Yes, for a day.
12 hours.
Yes, a day. Like it's missed now. By tomorrow morning, first in the morning, you take a shot. You just take one shot, one small glass shot. And